kids and coaches, I'm Coach Kent Murphy, and let's hope Albert Bell forearm shivers us and puts us out of our misery as we take a look at the Cleveland Indians 2020 roster. If you head just south of Cleveland, you'll be gone, which, believeland me, is a good thing. Unfortunately, though, you'll still be in Ohio. When the people of Cleveland aren't busy burning their LeBron James jerseys or planning their escape, you can find them remembering the World Series titles that they never saw. Maybe they'll have a chance this year if they can get Lou Brown off the phone about some white walls and get him back to coach. So let's hang on Sloopy as we throw some Cleveland rocks at this Indians 2020 roster. Pitching for Cleveland, you got Mike Clevenger. His fastball tops out at 99. Hey man, I know you got a bunch of shampoo laying around the house with that hair. Maybe throw some of it on the ball and grease it up so you can throw 100 like a real man. You also got Shane Bieber. He was in the All-Star game last year. Clearly not for his stats though. I can only assume it was a mix-up and they thought they were getting the better Bieber for the celebrity game. A catcher, you got Roberto Perez. This guy would benefit greatly if he could play with Shohei Ohtani. That way the DH could bat for him on the days Ohtani pitched. Hell, Jake Taylor bat better with 2 bum knees. At first base, you got Carlos Santana. And this guy will definitely see his name in the Hall of Fame one day. If he buys a ticket to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame right down the road. That Carlos Santana had some #1 hits on the Billboard charts. You just had 1 hit. At second base, you got Cesar Hernandez. He played in Philly last year and he caught more batteries to the face than he did ground balls. Hey man, I get it. That 9-foot throw from second to first is a doozy. At third base, you got Jose Ramirez. Speaking of errors, you had 14 of them last year, pal. And clearly the Indians had an error in judgment keeping you on the roster. At shortstop, you got Francisco Lindor. One of the best young shortstops in the league, without question. If the Indians are smart, they'll re-sign him to a long-term contract. That way he can waste all of his good years losing in Cleveland. In left field, you got Domingo Santana. How the hell do you make 9 errors in the outfield? All you have to do is literally just catch the ball. You had 164 strikeouts too. You're worse than that movie Major League 3, but at least the title is fitting for you. Back to the minors. In center field, you got Delino DeShields. More like delining out. Batted .249 last year with 4 dingers. You might run like Mays, but you hit like shit. In right field, you got Oscar Mercado. And I'll tell you what, the hits just keep on not coming for the Indians. Another guy below 270. Maybe you should just become Oscar the Grouch and live in a trash can. At least you'd get a World Series ring if you can find a good one in Houston. So there you have it. The 2020 Indians, or basically just a roster full of Roger Dorns. Lucky for you, the AL Central is still full of turds, so you'll have a pretty good chance of imploding in the playoffs again this year. But hey, Cleveland fans, don't worry. If things go bad for the Indians, you still have the Cavaliers and the Browns to not look forward to. So I'd say my predictions for win this year is 53, and if you go full Astros, it's safe to say you could get as many as 58.